taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
So yeah, though, if we're boxing this week again, this time is boxing on Friday, and since originally too, because I was like, Jesus, what time is this card in Saudi Arabia on Friday?
It was tripping me out. I expected it to be on Saturday. It was tripping me out for a second. It took me a while to realize it really was on Friday.
Yeah, and the funny thing is too, it's like, I think the prelim shit, it starts at like 10 or 11 a.m., but the main card starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm like, yo, like. I mean, that's fucking weird and crazy. To have a car like that on Friday, like I'm contemplating taking time off just so I can watch that shit in peace. Because I know if I try to watch that shit and I work, then I'm gonna get distracted by people wanting me for certain shit. So, but yeah, Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou, yeah, they're fighting. Yeah, in the afternoon. Since although Saudi Arabia time, I'm pretty sure it'll be evening time and it'll be dark or whatever. So yeah, that's the big card for this weekend or whatever, and it does have a good buzz. I will say that though, it does have a good buzz and everything like that. And obviously, the reason why we're getting this fight is because fucking Tyson Fury decided to not take this shit seriously. He gets dropped by Ngannou, and Ngannou pretty much gets robbed of getting a decision win. And obviously, of course, because remember, I remember when we did the preview for this, I was making fun of the fact that Ngannou was plus 5,000 for a decision win, and how that shit came to pass. But Ngannou, because of that, obviously is like, WBC Shameless gives him an actual top 10 ranking. And it's like, and then he signs with PFL, but he's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna get another fight with another heavyweight. So bam, here comes Anthony Joshua, who after the Usyk losses has kind of rebuilt himself. Last time out he fought Otto Wallin and beat the shit out of him, for a 5th round stoppage. So again, like I'm not necessarily a fan of these type of fights like this, but it has a little bit of intrigue. Ngannou, doing what he did against Fury is, gives it that intrigue. I'm like, okay, I mean, obviously I'm interested in watching it, but it's gonna be one of those things. It's just like, even though I just knew even though I still feel it's gonna be some more bullshit. So. Let's see. P. So what do you think about Ngannou and Joshua?
I think Joshua is not going to have, a career mode glitch like Fury. I think he's going to box him up, and I think we'll see a late stoppage, 9th round stoppage.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Let me just double check to see how many rounds. I think it's 10. I think it's 10 rounds.
It's 10. It's 10.
Yeah,
it's 10 rounds.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he was just gonna jab him, jab. It'll be a jab fest, jabs and right hands.
Boo!
Ngannou,
bro. Nobody wants to see that. If you're doing all those commercials about Street Fighter and Knockout Chaos, you better not go out there and fight like no fucking Lennox Lewis.
Like niggas, I mean, them motherfuckers were fighting like on some Final Fight shit. Like niggas was Hagar and shit. Nigga, like I better see something.
Yeah, like niggas was Cody and Hagar. Like,
yeah,
bro, don't give me this jab bullshit. I don't want to see no goddamn Golovkin Lemieux.
That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. You may not like it, but accept it. That's what you're getting. You're getting a jab.
Man, that shit a fuck up Josh. Like, dude, Joshua, don't listen to this nigga. Like, aggressively fight behind the jab. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't get why niggas can't aggressively use the jab. Like, that's the shit that be killing the fuck out of me. Like, it's like whenever you tell a nigga to jab, they say, you know what, be boring as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, you can be aggressive with the jab. You can be like Corte and be pumping 2 and 3 jabs at a time, and then you put in some power shots and you doubling up hooks. Like, be aggressive off the jab. But no, these niggas be...
Yeah.
Like, no, nigga,
because for them, the jab is the throwaway. It's the okay. You know what? I'm gonna just throw this and set up something what I really want.
Yeah, and they literally throw away the
You
fight.
don't really want to throw.
Too. They couldn't do that against niggas in the 90s when motherfuckers up here like, alright, fuck that jab, nigga. These niggas that get whooped by what's his name? Like that, a Burt Cooper nigga be like crazy for these niggas. Mm-hmm. Niggas be like, God damn, why he keep dipping and moving? Like, you saw how fucking Brian Jennings troubled niggas. Like,
yeah.
And that's just a motherfucker coming forward with his hands up.
And then, I mean, largely the thing that made Ngannou so impressive and effective against Fury is the fact he was able to nullify Fury's strength. Now, Fury is a strong guy, but Ngannou has a wrestling base. Because keep in mind, boxers back in the day, in the old days, used to train in wrestling so they can learn how to actually work in clinches and how to get the upper hand. Stuff that probably they should still do. You should start doing. Especially some of these heavyweights, should start doing. And then once Fury could realize he couldn't bully dude around, he couldn't put his weight on him, he couldn't do any of that shit. Fury had to box, and his boxing was looking mid against Ngannou. So that was,
because Ngannou's boxing ability was way better than Fury anticipated. Like, right. That's why I don't think the whole I'm gonna just try to jab this guy routine is gonna just work like that. Like, it may work a little bit, it may work in spurts, but Ngannou, he's not gonna just sit there and just take the bare minimum from somebody. Right. Like, I don't think your jab has to be like all-time great level to do that. And Joshua has a good solid jab, but it ain't no all-time great level where he could command a nigga of that fortitude like that. So
right.
Because if he do it, if he jabs somebody, that he need to be on some like, I jab you up like for 2-3 rounds and start laying bombs in that third and fourth.
Yeah, but
because Ngannou gonna figure that out by now. He gonna probably try to hook off that jab. He gonna probably counter it with a hook, or you don't want to damn make this shit end up looking like Sam Peter Tony 2.
Right?
You think a nigga done he ain't gonna level up, and he really level up. Because think about look. Ngannou's one of those guys where if you doubt him, but then he like proves you wrong, he's gonna fucking like he's not just gonna just stay right there. He don't come off as one of those guys that just I'll prove you wrong once.
Mm-hmm.
He's improving probably more than any other heavyweight boxer right now.
No, he's got an unmatched work ethic. Like this guy. Remember in UFC, he lost his first title fight because he couldn't defend a takedown. Next time he, fights that same guy, he defends a takedown. I'm just saying, like, he has a crazy work ethic.
He's gonna damn like, boy, Joshua better take this motherfucker serious.
Yeah, like Joshua can't play with you. Like can't play around with dude. Like Joshua has to land combinations on dude. Like land them,
push him backwards.
People are saying he's going to Ruiz it, but I think he should, I think he should, I mean, a little bit, but he needs to.
I'd rather, look, if he fought like the Ruiz fight for the first 2 rounds and just went off, that'd probably be his best bet. Like, don't play with this dude. Like, jab your way mid-range, hook, uppercuts, do all your special moves, bro. Like, don't play with this nigga, man.
Yo, LB, though, what do you think about the result? What do you think it's going to be?
Man, a part of me is like, yo, Joshua can't fuck this up. This has 5th round KO written all over it. But then who am I? What do I know with these fights? Like, I ain't been the best at predicting fights lately, so I don't know. Usually I'm fire in the beginning of the year, but that's my bet. I'm sorry, might be a bet. I guess that's my call. It could go either way. Like Joshua, I mean, Ngannou's going to be approaching this super series. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Joshua got that confidence to where he's not going to do no stupid shit. He's going to go in there and get rid of this guy and approach him like Lennox approached Giants and try to bomb him out.
Right.
Which is exactly what I would do if I was in Joshua's shoes, but not how me. Like, nah, I couldn't fight him like how I'm telling Joshua to fight him. Like, but yeah, just go in there, fight aggressively behind the jab, get exchanges going, and tear him up. Like, just run him over. Like, he has the talent, the speed, the power, the size, everything to do that. You know, take him serious and fight him serious. Don't do this Fury shit. Like, the way Fury look now, like, yo, honestly, Fury gonna beat the shit out of Usyk, because, like, you know Usyk, like, you know Fury's taking Usyk as a threat, the way, the shape he's in. We've never seen Fury in this type of fucking shape, ever.
Of course, yeah. Dude's in crazy shape.
Crazy fucking shape. If he would have taken Ngannou that serious, yeah, we probably wouldn't be here right now. But he didn't. Thus, this fight's made. All you hating ass cracker motherfuckers who you was awesome, like, nah, we don't need to see this again. Nope. Y'all weren't really speaking that loud when Fury was fighting this dude. Like, it was just, let Fury get his money. Let Ngannou get his money. You know, hey, Jake Paul does it for guys. Like, let them does it too.
Yeah, now Ngannou's getting like somewhere around 20 million for this, and Joshua's getting like 40 million. Like, you know, it's you know, lucrative money for them.
Yeah, and I feel like they overpaid for this fight. Like, this fight ain't worth no fucking 60 mil.
It's not though, but you know, everyone loves a sideshow.
Yeah, a heavyweight sideshow at that. Like, I mean, yay. And I'm a fan of the fight. I have nothing wrong with this fight. I feel like both earned it. Like, Joshua deserves like a money fight right now. He the one who held down the heavyweight division last year. Let's just get that. Like no heavyweight put it on like how he did for the division. Like, he held it down for that year.
Facts.
So we don't get this money fight.
I mean, I'm picking Joshua. You know, I think most of us pick Fury over Ngannou. But you know, again, Ngannou showed a different layer. Like, I don't think there's an argument he might have beat Fury, maybe. But knocking him down, you know, is crazy.
What argument? Nigga, everybody said he beat him except for King P. Yeah, niggas in the chat who was disagreeing with King P, bro. Like,
maybe I should rewatch it.
I
thought Ngannou won, but I know the Fury have some fucking crazy gypsy Illuminati bullshit. I'm just saying, it's weird. But you know, Ngannou's work ethic's unmatched. Like, he's improved a lot. You know what I mean? He has crazy work ethic, and I appreciate his story. You know, coming from nothing, you know, putting his people on. But I'm rooting for boxing, and I think AJ's going to win. I just don't know. Not sure of the method. Like, he might not try to engage and just outbox him. I think it's 10 rounds, right?
Yeah, it's 10 rounds.
So, I mean, maybe he could wear him down late or something. Because I don't know. I mean, I've never seen Ngannou in the UFC get knocked out or anything. He's lost, but he's never been knocked, you know, hurt. Maybe he's been hurt a couple times, but he seems like he has a solid chin. So, but I expect AJ. He's been on a run. You know, he had his best year in a long time. 3 wins last year. Was it 2 KOs, right? Yeah. You know, and he beat solid fighters. And I think he knows this is, you know, like, if he loses this fight, 3-time champion, because the Hrgovic IBF title's looming. If he loses this fight, it's a wrap. I mean, not a wrap, but I mean, if he loses this fight, it might be a wrap. I'm just saying, not, you know, like,
it won't be very good if he does.
Well, it's a bad look. I mean, you know, Fury already made heavy, you know, boxing look bad for the UFC fucking douchebags. But yeah, I'll say AJ wins. Fuck it, I'm gonna say AJ, you know, gets him out in round 9, round 8. We'll stop in round 8.
All right, that's what it is. Let me see. I'm just trying to pull up the odds for this.
The ref will stop it, or maybe, you know, the gum's getting worn down in the corner. I just think, yeah.
All right, so odds. Okay, so method of victory for Joshua and Ngannou. Here we go. So points decision for Joshua is plus 460. A KO is minus 220. Draw is plus 3,300. Ngannou decision is plus 2,000, and Ngannou KO is plus 440. So
they really think that, like, it's possible for Ngannou to knock dude out.
Yeah, they do.
Like, I was thinking they would have been like 600 or above, but they said 440. Like, nah, he could get him.
That's fucking crazy. Like,
if Ngannou was knocked out, like most UFC fighters go, UFC fighters, they go out sad all the time. Other quote unquote legends, they always be just jobbing for 3-4 fights and opening cards after they were a champion. Ngannou never been knocked out. He never been really, so it's like, it's hard.
You would still say he's in his prime or like close to it.
I mean, he's older, right? But heavyweight age, he's not too old. He's like 38, 39 or something.
Yeah, he's 30.
Yeah, like he's not out of it.
Yeah. If he wins, that'd be. I mean, I want AJ to win, but yeah, it's intriguing. I mean, I guess. Yeah,
no, it is. And then the co-main is also. By the way, I also have Joshua by KO. Like I do think he's gonna. I don't think Joshua's gonna come around.
What round?
He's gonna KO him probably by like 6.
Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like this screaming mid-round stoppage, right?
Right.
Like I don't see this shit going past 7. Like it'll literally be either 5, 6, or 7. Like whatever they get the prop bet for that, like yeah, that might be the one right there, yo. Cause yeah, my bad, yo. Continue.
No, it's all good though. But yeah, no, it's and then also the main event though has it can also be the main event itself with like Zhilei Zhang and Joseph Parker. And this is an intriguing fight because Zhang is coming off knocking out Joe Joyce twice, and then you have Parker who redeemed himself, after getting knocked out by Joyce, winning 4 fights, culminating with him damn near blanking out Deontay Wilder, last December. And that like I said, it was impressive too because unlike Fury and them, like Joshua, Joseph Parker didn't even get touched, barely touched by that right hand. So shit was crazy. He didn't get any laid a whooping on Wilder. Although people just don't like me saying that. So some really like to say that Wilder got an ass whooping, but that's what happened. And Parker now has a shot now getting closer.
Well, Wilder don't think he got his ass whooped. So don't even mention his stance.
Yeah, right.
You seen the tweet Wilder said, like, man, I seen the fight, man. You were just bullshit. Like, bro, okay, all right, you got it. There you go. Like, it's yours.
Word, what I'm saying? So yeah, again, Pete, though, what do you think about Parker and Zhang?
Parker versus Zhang, I think Zhang gets him out of there late. I think I'll say 10th round. It's gonna be a good fight, though. But.
Yeah, it should be because basically, I think Zhang for the most part he's a 6-round fighter too because the motherfucker's too fucking big, and he actually does have a little bit of a work rate too these days. Like motherfucker actually be setting up his shots and everything, like throwing combinations and everything. But
he has some boxing ability about himself. So yeah,
right. But usually by the 6th though, he starts fading and he starts fading fast. And Parker is just more or less, if Parker doesn't get touched by a dude repeatedly, and doesn't walk into anything that might not, doesn't walk into any silly shit. But like I said, this is definitely because I know obviously the winner of the fight, has that interim WBO belt, and obviously they'll become the full champion should either Fury or Usyk decide to get rid of it. But like I said, there's nothing like having a quality heavyweight co-main. For me, honestly, I'm thinking as much as I want to say Parker to knock him out, Zhang is hard to put down for the most part. But I think Parker might be able to repeat what he did against Wilder against Zhang. I think he might win a decision. What about you, LB?
I kind of feel that way too. But I think he might try to stop Zhang. If Zhang starts gassing, I think Parker might put his foot down, and try to get him out of there because Zhang's the type of guy he's too dangerous to just keep around. But he's used to keeping guys. But he's used to it with the whole Wilder shit. But Wilder and Zhang is different. Wilder ain't the boxing IQ ain't the same like Zhang. So
facts.
So yeah, I'm looking at maybe Parker by decision or late KO.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like it'll get chippy in them damn championship. It's 10 rounds or 12.
This is 12.
Oh, okay. I say Parker by 11.
That works. Parker.
Oh, hold on, wait. What up, Deontay Jones? What it do? Yo, finally caught my niggas live. Pause. Hope y'all are well. Oh yeah, man, we doing good, man. You know what I mean? Monday night.
Salute. It's been a minute.
So let's see.
Pilot Gang's favorite Dallas fan.
Yeah, whatever, yo. Ain't no Dallas fans here, nigga. Hey, yo, Pilot, yo, what you think though?
Parker, after he lost to Joyce and got brutally knocked out, for him to come back, get it, like he had fought 4 times I think last year. You know what I'm saying?
He did. Yeah, he was super active.
He was actively active. I mean, activity matters. So he'll be a super live dog in this. It'll be on point with his picks. I ain't gonna lie. So I can see Parker winning, but I think Zhang is right now in his sort of, once he beat Joyce, he kind of took Joyce's thunder, steam. So I think Zhang, he has had gas tank issues because other than Hrgovic, he's been knocking guys out before he gasses, because he had the gas issues. He had a couple draws where he had a draw with some dude he shouldn't have had a draw with.
Yeah, Jerry Forbes, yeah, but in that one, yeah, because there's a lot of other issues. It wasn't just the gassing out, dude. Yeah. Was dehydrated and shit. Like he was, who knew what the fuck he was doing? But
I remember one of the first times they were really pushing Zhang, and he's supposed to get a nice knockout and kind of struggled, but he's looked good ever since. But styles make fights. Parker's a live dog. He's one of the best heavyweights in the world. I mean, I don't know if I'd rate him. Who'd you rank higher in a heavyweight list right now between those two?
What's that?
Who would you rate higher? Like, who's because Parker. Yeah, Parker, right?
Yeah.
Parker by the total sum of things.
Yeah.
He would have to. Zhang really just got, he kind of made his name off of beating up one dude over and over. It just happened to be that one dude kind of made himself to be like top 5 or some shit though. So it matters, but then remember, he still got some unfinished work with what's his name too. So
he Hellenius did, huh? No, he should have won the Hrgovic fight. But anyways, I think I'm going to pick.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm picking Big Bang Zhang Paul's around 7. I didn't get him out in 7.
All right.
If he doesn't get him out in 7 or 8, he might lose. But I think.
Yeah. And I'm just looking at the bet and the odds right now.
That's what I want to hear.
For a Zhang points decision, it's plus 460. For a KO for Zhang is minus 120. A draw is plus 1600. For a Parker points decision is 350, and for a Parker KO it's plus 600. So there's value in a Zhang decision.
And a Parker KO.
Yeah. But this is a quality fight. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And
that's the real main event.
Yeah, and then somehow, some way, Ray Vargas, as we mentioned before, found his way to a Saudi bag. It's like now to have him on the card too is just like, obviously, as P said, you get he's very hot and cold, largely like cold. Yeah, it depends. But the funny thing is too, he's fighting. Nick Ball is coming off beating Isaac Dogboe, but the funny thing is too is like Nick Ball is only like 5'2", so it's gonna be, and Vargas is like 5'8", so somewhere around there. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a pressure little man against a tall boxer, So it has that type of intrigue, whereas Ball could just be on some, because Ball I think has stopped his last 3 or 4 opponents, and Vargas I don't think has stopped anybody since 2016. Not since he was on Golden Boy, like way into Golden Boy, so it's like, but hey, Vargas has a bag and Nick Ball is signed to the Saudis, so that's how you got on this card, I guess. And I know part of me, I think everyone, I can talk for everyone, is I'm pretty sure everyone wants Ray Vargas to lose this fight. I know P does. P's mentioned that.
Yeah, he's such a real boring style. He's a sweet scientist, and the Mexican fighter is weird. It's weird.
Yeah, he's definitely a sweet scientist.
He's a good fighter. He's just it's just not. He's just boring to watch. And he can win this fight. He's like almost a foot taller. Nick Ball's like a true, like, he's 5'2". He's like a kind of, he's a tank, but he's undersized for featherweight. You know what I mean? But
he has power. Nick Ball can actually punch. So part of it is like, we gotta see like Ball just. I mean, I'm pretty sure if the fight's close, they're gonna give it to Nick Ball anyways, because Vargas is like. Because the funny thing is, when he lost to Foster, you almost forgot that it was just for a vacant super featherweight title, and he was still the fucking featherweight champion. So it was like, so he was always gonna come back though and actually defend it. But I mean, like I said, it's a fight that can either be really good unexpectedly or really struggle due to Vargas really, boxing dude's head off or Ball not being able to get on the inside though. But yeah, no, and like I said, and I think obviously they have other people. They have some Queensberry fighters, and then they have Tyson's brother Roman that's fighting. It's fighting. I think like in the prelims and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like I said, it's on a Friday. If you're on the East Coast, everything starts at 10 a.m. with the main card starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And again, that's fucking crazy that it's at those times though. So yeah, like tomorrow I'll know for sure if I'm going to be blocking some time off on my calendar so I can sit there and watch this shit. Oh man, though, but yeah, like I said, it should be again, and obviously, the Saudi Arabian cards, allegedly, I know on Twitter, some of them saying that there's a lot of seats left and stuff like that, and just like, yeah, don't worry. I'm pretty sure there'll be no seats by the time that shit comes on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, Ngannou will obviously a win for Ngannou being Joshua will lead to him fighting Fury, in a rematch, and with the possible title on the line. And stuff like that, or Zhang or Parker, finally get themselves closer to being heavyweight champion. But yeah, either way, it should be a good watch. But like I said, it's on a Friday, so y'all have Saturday and Sunday to have a social life.